My name's Stevie and I'm a facilitator at Derby Museums, and I'm one of many people here to help you get creative at home. Today's session is all about relaxation, and although it's called Drawing for Relaxation, I believe that you can bring what you want to it. The idea is that you take the time for yourself and out of all the chaos and out of your busy schedule to set aside maybe an hour, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less on drawing. And it doesn't have to be a masterpiece, it doesn't have to be anything that you show anyone else, it's for you and it's all about the process. So today's theme is birds, and as you probably know, Derby Museums has a beautiful collection in the Nature Gallery. We can't get there, so I have a few printouts, but you could use some of your own photographs or some source imagery from books or something like that to do your drawings. I'm going to do a couple of different techniques that I personally like to do and maybe give you a few hints and tips and just really show you a way of working that I find very relaxing and give you maybe an idea, maybe a boost to have a go yourself. When thinking about materials, it's really up to you. You can stay in your comfort zone with just a pencil and some paper, or you can push yourself a bit and try something new. I personally start with a really quick sketch using a very soft pencil. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just to give me a guide to work into later. For this particular picture, I wanted to put down some colour first. Using watercolour paints enabled me to create some really loose areas of colour with different washes, different tones, which I know I'll be able to work into later with some other materials such as pens. Then I needed to let this piece dry, so I came back to it later and used just a simple biro to create some more specific details, focusing on the direction of the feathers and any of those little details that just make your picture extra special. At this stage, I also realised that I'd left any of the highlights out, so things like the glint in the eye, and there's some areas of brighter white feathers. So, easily fixed. I got some cream or white acrylic paint, but this could be something else you do deliberately using a metallic pen or some little elements of collage paper, just something to add a bit more detail and make those elements sparkle. Again, the focus of this session really is for you to enjoy your time, relax, and just be creative. For the tawny owl, I thought I'd show you something a little bit different. Maybe it's a technique that you've not used before, but it's something I really like to do. I like to use felt tip pens, and the selection I have are these special sort of metallic finish, but they could be anything that you've got around. It just means that you get some really nice bold lines and you can't be too precise. For this one, I thought I would create a grid on both the printed picture and on my sketchbook paper. This meant that I could scale up the original image, and it also means I could get a few more details and not worry about the big picture so much. Doing this process means that you can really focus in on each square, and it's a little bit less overwhelming than having a blank piece of paper to work onto. Once I have my grid on my paper, I'm ready to do a very light sketch with a soft pencil before working into it with the pens. Again, no right or wrong way to do this. You can just create lots of repetitive lines and take time for that very methodical, repetitive process, which I find to be really relaxing. So maybe now what's left to do is to take some time and reflect on how you feel right now after doing your drawing. Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more at ease with the world around you? And do you like your picture? Maybe even find some time in your diary and block out another hour to do some more drawing.